Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you're happy watching. This is Cisco in Tokyo coming at you with some more Slime Rancher. You thought I was gonna say Fine and Isaac, repentance, and yet I did not say that thing because I did not need to say that thing. Why am I not on mute? We should be muted. And we should be in mod mode. Give me a second. I have no idea what we're doing, which is, you know, I mean, basically that's how the game usually runs for us. I do know that the PS4 is screaming bloody murder, so that's, you know, a little bit worrisome, but we'll figure it out. Moss Blanket has more fruit trees than anywhere on the range. Do I need fruits? I mean, I guess we all need fruits at some point in our lives, but I'm not sure if I specifically need fruits right at this exact moment. I have, like I said, I got no idea what's going on. I don't know what I'm doing. We're just gonna just wing it, I guess. We've got radioactive slimes, that's all that matters. Is there a dealie that we can do here? Victor Humphreys or Mochi Miles? We're gonna help Mochi. The last thing I want to do is make you look bad, but it's still on the list. She's quite rude. Tabby Dealy Bobbers and Rad Dealy Bobbers. Rad Dealy Bobbers we've got. We should have. We do have. Come to me. There's our Rads. Good. You as well. Come here. Plorts. That's what they're called. They're plorts. And the tabbies. Where? I'm trying to remember where we get tabbies. I'm sure we'll run into them. Like, the cats are not particularly rare. These are very small chickens. We have already burnt our tiny chicken. We do not need to burn more tiny chickens. These are rock lords. Do not need them. Cats, though. Cats. Okay, we got cats. So, where are the cat plorts? These are pink plorts. I do not need those. Give me my cat plorts, I beg of thee. Well, you know what we could do? We could... Oh, crumbs. Well, there were chickens, and now there are no longer chickens. That is not a chicken. I'm thinking here, what we could do is we could feed the cat. Which sounds like it's a euphemism, but it's not. We could feed the cat, and then we could, get plorts directly from the cat. Like, why buy the cat when you've got the milk? No, that's not right. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Oh, shit! Oh, fuck. Oh, crumbs. Oh, did we almost die? What the hell? What the actual hell? What happened? I hate it. Okay, that was very worrisome. Oh, chickens! Come to me, chickens, because I'm gonna feed you to the cat. Where is home? Home is there. Okay, get on here. There we go. We could make this jump. Oh fuck. We cannot! Oh shit! Oh damn it! That was totally doable and we just completely buggered it. I hate that. I hate that for us. And now we got... Shoot. Well... Ogden, what do you got? You're doing the orange thing again. I don't know where to find the square dealies. And the map is for shit. These are not what we need. These are also not what we need. Miles, where's your... Okay, you want these things, right? That's not Miles, it's Ogden. Or Ogden? I don't know. Whatever. Where do I find square dealies? Oops. Sorry about that. Truth! Oh, hello, Gamer Girl Lila, and hello, Hive. It is wonderful to see both of you tonight. I hope that you're doing extremely and exceptionally well with no more stress than you feel like you can handle at the moment. Truth, indeed. I have a horrible and uncomfortable truth, Hive. Buttons! Hey! The timing is wonderful. So I watched Friday the 13th 6th for the first time in oh, there is truth to be heard, and it's a painful truth. I watched Friday the 13th 6th for the first time in ages the other night, and I have come to the realization that it's in fact not particularly good. And I hate that because it has long been my favorite Friday the 13th. And it's just, it's bad, actually. It's just, it's a bad movie. And I'm glad that I didn't stake like the entirety of my personality on liking Friday the 13th Part 6. You know, I was down for standing for it. You know, I would stand up for it when people would nag on it, but actually it deserves to be nagged on. It's not good. It's not a good movie. That is my terrible truth. I needed to admit that to the world. I don't know why, but I felt like I had to own up, to fess up to my own mistakes. That's it. That's basically the whole deal. It wasn't trying to like be clickbaity. It did honestly kind of bother me, but this is life. I don't know where the cube fruits are. Fudge. Isn't it though? Like, the first time I saw it was like when I was relatively young, and I think maybe that colored my perceptions of it. But yeah, it's kind of crap, honestly. I also forgot that it was there's just like one bit, but it's kind of like a character establishing bit where it's like out of nowhere really kind of racist about Native American folks, like for no particular reason, and I didn't remember that at all, so it kind of took me by surprise. It's like, what the fuck? What is this? Crumblies. Like, where are we going? What is it that we need and or / want? I mean, in the game, not in real life. We've got puddle plorts, at least. That's good, right? I don't know if these little puddly kids, if they actually breed. I don't think they do. What is game? What do you want from us? I wish the map was not useless. I think that would be pretty great. Because the map is honestly pretty useless. What eats beets? It's terrible, honestly. Like, it's just senselessly bad. There's no, like, oh, this place is X on it. There's no way to mark the map. It's just, like, straight up a map. Except in real life, when you've got a map, you could write on it. That is what people do with maps. Like, I don't think we can get over here yet. But we seem to have searched everything down here. I'm gonna try to go here. And I feel like we're gonna run into a door, but I'm gonna try it anyways. Rabbits! You missed it. But I could tell the truth again. I don't mind. The horrible truth is that Friday the 13th 6 is not a particularly good movie, and I'm tremendously disappointed by this fact, because for a long time Friday the 13th 6 was my favorite Friday the 13th, and now I am at a loss as to whether or not I actually enjoy the series. So it's not like, I mean, it's a terrible truth for me. But, I mean, it may not be a truth of much significance to other folks. And I accept that. Not everybody's gonna be on the same page. I mean, I watched it in June. It's not Friday, but it is the 13th today. Which is not why I watched it. Mostly I just had time and I was like, gonna watch it. It is the goofiest of the Friday the 13ths. And I still, I guess, continue to appreciate that to some small extent. I don't think we're gonna be able to get the puddly thing for that. Dude, why did I even say puddly thing? It's not a puddle, he wants cube fruits. He wants 6 cube fruits, and we're not gonna find them, because I have no idea where the hell they are. I feel like we unlocked a whole area last time, and I don't know where it is. It does have... Now, I have to say, in Friday the 13th 6's favor, it has really terrible cops, and one of the cops gets bent in half, and, like, backwards, which is a pretty fabulous kill in a movie that's got pretty shitty kills throughout. But I did appreciate that one. That was pretty good. They're really like... They're very, like, shoot first and ask questions later for small town cops. Like, I couldn't figure out, beyond the fact that they are just, you know, cops, like, why they were so off-the-cuff violent to this kid, but that should be standard procedure for non-animal pork. I mean, you're not going to find too much disagreement from me on this one. Hive says, if you want another horrible truth, my new OLED has a chip in its screen. I'm assuming this is a chip as in an indication of breakage and not like a microchip. Also, the O in OLED does not stand for old, right? Oh, fudge. That sucks. Because I bet those are really expensive. They sound like they would be expensive. Here, have your cube berries, Ogden. If that's even really your name. 520 bucks? Frickin' hell. That's not cheap. Yeah? Can you get a refund? Why am I gonna assume that you can't get a refund? Wait, what? You got yours for $4? What the... Okay, I've, like... Your story is bounced across the map from more expensive than my rent to less expensive than a pack of smokes. And I feel ways about this. Just thinking about getting a Switch for my next paycheck. The Switch is pretty nifty. And Splatoon 2 is going to be coming out in... eventually. Ranch expansion. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's just expand shit. I was gonna get the lab, but I feel like we're still a long way. There's a duck. There's a duck. It's a duck. It's a toy for slimes, and I love it. I'm gonna bring this back to my home. It is a duck! I'm gonna give this to the puddle slimes because, I mean, I feel like they would appreciate it the most. Transporting my duck across state lines. It is a crime. They're gonna call the feds on me. Stop that gal! She's got a duck! What kind of stuff did you trade in? Something useless like the entire Xbox 360 library? Holy shit! Rabbits! I have no dog in that particular race, but that's kind of brutal. Oh, do they play with the duck? I hope they play with the duck. Enjoy your duck. Be friends with the duck. They seem so happy. I love them. I had a PS4 and an old Switch and a few games I wasn't making use of them, so I made use of them. This is the way to go. Honestly. And Viva Pinata. Oh, okay. So, Viva Pinata was not the thing that you traded in. Viva Pinata is the part of the PlayStation library. Also, you mean that Splatoon 3 is coming out soon. I know, not because I played 2, but because I loved Gremlin DG Squid and the stylish Goth Squid. I love Splatoon. I love Splatoon 2, and it has a not insignificant place in my heart, in my journey towards understanding myself. So I try not to stand for games, but I will hold a special spot for Splatoon. I love Splatoon 2 with the exception of anything that involved preparing to play. It was awful. When you say preparing to play, what do you mean? Like picking out like outfits for bonuses and shit like that? Because honestly, I just picked out outfits that I liked, and I just wore them all the time. I don't think I was particularly good on the meta, but I'm never good on games meta, so there's that. Oh yeah, the what were they? Pearl and oh fudge. I forget the other DJ's name in Splatoon 2. It's been a while since I played. It's not Pearl and Marie, it's... because Marie's in the first game, right? If I could be a squid, I would. Marina! That's who it was. Like a red-haired version of Marina? Count me in. I mean, like, there's just... the squid kids all got a look to them, and I love it. A view of the sea really reminds you of our greater purpose, Beatrix. The sea was the first great unknown, and then space, and then whatever is beyond all that. That need to see what's around the next corner is in my bones, and since you're out here, I reckon it's in yours too. I feel like I should recommend H to read House of Leaves. Though I suppose you could also be out here because you like the fresh air, or you prefer the untamed beauty of this land. Or maybe it's because you're looking to leave something far behind you. Sure is the way to do it. Doesn't get much further than this. Hive says, oh no, I mean the entire game mode that was only arbitrarily unlocked at random times. And the fact that you could party up with friends, and then the game would put you on opposite teams because it absolutely does not have any competent matchmaking. Okay, that's fair. The game modes that are like unlocked at random times, like the Splatfests dealies, those are the ones I'm thinking of, but I don't know if that's the ones that you're thinking of. Is this it? Is this the whole docks area? The Splatfests are fine. Okay. Talking about co-op mode. Alright. I'm not trying to be particularly dense, by the way. I'm just like... Welcome back, Layla. It's a pleasure to have you here. You didn't miss too much. I just unlocked the docks, and then I'm just lost, basically. There doesn't seem to be anything in the docks, and I feel kind of like... I feel like they kind of screwed me over. Salmon Rush! Okay. Okay, now I'm on the trolley. Hive, now I know what you're talking about. Was only ever available when the game deemed it playable. I don't think I played Salmon Rush all that much, to be honest. Okay, now it did open up a teleporter to an area that I actually wanted to go to, so that's kind of cool. I don't think we've been here before. Look, I know that you're angry, pink slimes, but I would like you to not be angry, honestly. I'm just gonna... Could you not, though? Why are you biting me? I sprayed you with water. The water was supposed to make you calm and not kill me. I would like that if you just would not kill me anymore. I need a key. Oh, fudge. Darn it. That is one thing, like... Yeah, there's the key. I mean, there's the locked door. I'm never quite sure where to find the keys. Like, I know... Explodinating some of the giant slimes will give you a key. But I can't mark the giant slimes on my map. So I can't tell which ones I've already explodinated or not. And I feel like there's at least one or two that I've found that I haven't blown up, but I have no idea where they are anymore. Can I get up here? There we are. Alright, there's the teleporter. And there's the area that's not the teleporter. Oh, there was a cat slime here. Okay, so at least I remember that much. So the cat slime teleporter goes to the docks. And we're like back at no money again. That's a bit of a problem. So where can I go? What can I do? I guess there's this whole radiation village area here, and I think that's oh, that's a teleporter back home. At least they put a teleporter on our map. If I hang a left, if I go to the left, it'll at least take me to Radiationville. I think I actually used a map I found on Google where someone put markers for all the big slimes and stuff. I just remembered that. That's buttons. That is a fabulous idea, and I think the next time I take a break, I'm gonna find a usable map on the Googs. Hold on a second. I just want to think about that word that just came out of my mouth, and if I ever want it coming out of my mouth again. The Googs. The Googs. No, I'm gonna go with no. I don't like the way that word feels coming out of my mouth, so we're gonna make a mental note that we're just never gonna shorten Google like that. It just feels gross. I don't know why, but it feels gross. Now, I don't know. Like, is Goog still a thing? I don't know. I didn't know it was ever a thing to start with. And I have no idea why this would be. My brain meats immediately make an association with Rob Zombie. And I think maybe just because of El Super Beasto. The platforming of this reminds me of Elden Ring. But Elden Ring Slime Rancher mod, when? Because I think I would play that version of Elden Ring. That sounds like it would be fun. Now, that was a cat island over there, so we don't want that. I don't think this is going to get us anything, but I want to get on that Arch of Triumph, just to say that I got on top of the Arch of Triumph. Like, I mean, if you were a level designer, wouldn't you put something here? Just to kind of be like, well, ho, you did it. Doesn't have to be an achievement or anything, just like a thing. I found a Rob Zombie Christmas parody the other day in the style of Dragula. I kind of love that. I feel complicated about Rob Zombie. Like, I wanna like Rob Zombie, but then he made 31, and 31 is awful. It's just the worst of the worst, so it's hard for me to really appreciate him. I feel like the Rob Zombie apologists of chat. Nom 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 nom. I need to nom on something. We need to, like, accomplish... I want to accomplish something. I guess we could just slurp up some stuff. We could at least sell some stuff and get some money. I mean, don't say that until you've seen The Haunted World of El Super Beasto. I've actually never watched that. And I should sit down and finally watch it, but I've heard nothing good about it. It just sounds awful. There's always the possibility that the Haunted World of El Super Beasto could be worse. I mean, 3 from Hell sounds pretty bad too. 3 from Hell sounds terrible, so... basically everything post... Oh my god, it's Tars! Okay, Tars, you have to go. I'm not even fucking with you things. I hate the Tars. No, you do not eat my slimes. My beautiful, gorgeous slimes. My slimes are wonderful and pure. Why do they gotta be so rude, these Tars? Okay. They make me sad. Layla, they honestly make me sad that the TARs... They exist only to destroy my pretties? I can't be having that. Far more calm about TARs than I ever was. I mean, they are panic-inducing, but now that I have the, now that I have the incinerator, which really honestly seems terrible, they're a little bit less worrisome to me. Oh god, there's more. Awful, awful things. You want to be jack-o'-lanterns. Wait, where's the other one? Where did it go? Tar? Is it gonna self-incinerate? Probably not. Are there more? I think we've done it. I think we've killed all the TARs. And I am pleased. Bob, I love you, but I'm gonna help the scientist. Have you ever seen a Django's tiger? Of course not. You can only hear it. Pardon me, that's a joke. I don't get it. Are we supposed to get the joke? Okay, so this dude wants rock slimes, phosphor slimes, and magma slimes. And I think I know where to find all those. I think. So let us run through the ditches and burn all the witches and slam in the back of my Dragula. I have no Dragula. I'm sans Dragula. Which is really a shame. I mean, I think if there's anything that Japan should just give me, because I deserve it, it's a Dragula. I thought we were digging through the ditches. I don't know. I forget. It's been a long time since I listened to that song. Just give me my slimes. I forgot how many we need, so we should just probably get 100. Like... Indeed, it arguably never amounts to more than a joke, but there's a zest for the joy of filmmaking that was profoundly absent from Zombie's last feature, The Miserable Drudgery of 31, and that kind of delight in cinema for cinema's sake is hard to turn down, especially when presented with the absolute earnestness and enthusiasm that Zombie demonstrates here. Is this in regards to El Super Bisto? Hive? Like, oh, that was about 3 from Hell. Really though? I mean, my only point of contact with 3 from Hell is from, May from Nick Spears talking about it, but, I mean, she made it sound pretty darn bad. Like, shockingly bad? Now, I mean, it's possible that she might have been playing it up as a bit, but that doesn't really seem her style. Where are the Magma Boys? Magma Boys, I need you. I've got these rock slimes, and they are wonderful. I love them, but I need the Magma Boys, and I need the Phosphor Kids. Nick Spheres is wonderful. Like, honestly, I really, really enjoy her work. I think I might enjoy Your Take Is Excrement a little bit more than her solo stuff, just because I think she plays well off of Neo. And I think they've got a little bit more room to kind of dig into stuff. Her solo stuff just seems a lot smaller. But even her solo stuff is pretty darn great. And lovely segue, thank you so much. On her recommendation, I finally sat down with Hellfest, and Hellfest, let me tell ya, is way the heck better than Friday the 13th Part 6. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't know if I enjoyed it more because it was outside of the context of other films of the time. But Hellfest is the one in the amusement... Well, it's like this big traveling haunted house. Oh, Alice, it is wonderful to see you. I hope that you're doing very, very well tonight. I hope that life is being kind to you, giving you no more stress than you can personally deal with. It's like Hellfest it's a giant traveling haunted house type of dealie. I swear, like, the US just upped the hell out of its haunted house game since I left, because I don't remember haunted houses being anywhere near as involved and just a huge giant thing as they apparently are now, or at least when Hellfest came out, because they just seem just massive, like just huge amusement park sized haunted house dealies. Oh, you only need 8. Okay, so 6 phosphor slimes and 5 magnum slimes. Hive says, I've heard Hellfest is an absolute achievement, an absolute triumph of art direction, and that alone makes me want to watch it. It is, that aspect of it, like, I enjoyed the movie. I honestly, like, with, not in an ironic way, like, I just had a really good time with the movie. It's very straightforward. I don't think it's necessarily attempting to say anything particularly deep. Not that it needs to, per se, but like I feel like it's got a story that it wants to tell. It tells the story pretty well. It's got good bits to it. There aren't any... let me think. There's one kill that I think is kind of standout. And there's one, like, really, really great setup for a kill that kind of does a pull the rug out from under you payoff that I enjoyed. But the whole art direction of Hellfest is absolutely amazing. Like, I don't know how much of that is existent park and how much of that was done just for the movie, but it is completely wild. So no more part-timer high schoolers in a haunted house. This is, I mean, I imagine that those haunted houses still exist, rabbits, but the haunted house that they've got in Hellfest is seriously just this massive park with like 3 or 4 different haunted houses all going on at the same time. And it's just absolutely over the top. The one thing I didn't get, and I don't know if this is like a real thing or if this was just for the movie, but like the whole haunted house workers can touch patrons. That seems like that seems like a mistake. A haunted gated community is what you mean. I mean, ugh. That sounds creepy as hell. My favorite thing about haunted houses is when there's footage that gets released of couples in haunted houses where one of the pair abandons the other and the actor stops chasing them and comforts the person who was abandoned. Oh, that's sweet. Haunted houses can be wholesome. I mean, it feels like a haunted house where people can be touched is just like sexual assault waiting to happen. And that seems like a real big mistake. And by real big mistake, I mean that seems like a horrible idea. All the haunted houses I've been to are super adamant about not touching the actors and they won't touch you. Which is sensible. Like, that's how I would think you'd want it. Alice says my haunted house thing is in Portugal to good old legal loopholes. A lot of houses, after a person dies, doesn't go to either family member or the city, so they just get abandoned and have all cursed house energy. So a lot of people go inside them and try to hunt ghosts inside of them. I love that, Alice. That sounds completely my jam, and I am here for it. I think we need to wait till sundown till we can get the foster slimes. Where's home? Like, we could head towards home and... Oh shit! Never mind, foster slimes. Hello, slimes. Oh wait, these are my slimes. They bred. My slimes are breeding like breeders, I guess. I think we need one more. I'm sorry, but you need to give your body for science. Rabbit says, if I went to a haunted house and someone touched my girlfriend, I'd be sued for physical assault. See, like, that does seem like a thing that would happen. I mean, I suppose if the park is upfront about it and the customers are expecting it and they've signed, you know, liability forms, release forms, then maybe it's okay, but I don't know. I startle very easily. I can only imagine it becoming a problem. I need one more foster slime. Please, dedicate your body to science. But I did enjoy, to briefly return back to the movie, I did enjoy the movie an awful lot. Had a good time with it. It took me a little bit of time to get used to the kids. It's not the kids' fault, just that I'm, like, very far removed from youth culture and what the youth are like. So that kind of style threw me a little bit, but once I got used to them, I found them enjoyable. I used to follow someone who would, like, look for houses in rural Portugal that had been abandoned for years and were in the literal middle of nowhere and film themselves going to the house and, like, looking at the stuff in it, because a lot of houses still have a lot of things inside them, like 20-year-old food or picture books, or books or pictures. I love that shit, Alice. Like, straight up, I love everything about that. And my dream is to someday be able to go to Gunkanjima before the elements completely causes it to collapse. Because that's basically Gunkanjima. Except instead of just a haunted house, it's a giant, like, apartment complex that was abandoned when the coal mines were abandoned. There's like there's an apartment complex, there's a hospital, a school, there's a shopping district. It's all very spooky. And I love it. I've seen many pictures and they're like completely and totally my aesthetic. Someday I will go to Gunkanjima, and it will be amazing. Wait, rat plorts eat plorts? Oh my god, that's terrifying. Oh wait, no, plorts are just... Plorts are not slimes. Plorts are the slime poop. Rat plorts eat slime poop. What the fuck? Is that a closed system? Does that even biologically work? That can't biologically work. We are never gonna get 10,000 yen? Is not the word that I want? Well, let's do Thora's. Don't suppose you got a cup of sugar kicking around? I, in fact, do not have any sugar. I'm very sorry, Thora. Oh, shoot. I gave away all my carrots! Oh, fudge! Wait. I do have some carrots. I am sorry that I had to steal your carrots. I'm glad that you have not eaten them yet. But I will give you a beet in return. There. Enjoy your beets. Did you know there's 3 times more trans people in the United States than there are coal or mine workers? I did not know that, but I am completely not shocked. Oh, fudge. I mean, I can't imagine there's a huge number of coal mines still operant at the moment. And they keep on having earthquakes and, you know, like, people dying. So that's kind of a problem. Do not eat my carrots. Now, we need one, just one, magma plort? Where would one go about finding this magma plort? I can't remember any damn thing. Which is, I mean, honestly, it's very on brand. So, I suppose I can't complain about it that much, but it is still kind of annoying. Magma plort. Magma plort. I swear I had a magma lord around here. There is in fact a magma lord. Would you make a magma plort for me? What if I fed you a rock plort? Not a rock slime. Oh, no. Feed it a pink plort. Oh shit. Okay. Eat the plort. Wait, you turned into a freaking tar? Oh my god! I've been betrayed! My magma hybrid turned into a tar! Oh fudge! I am... Well... Jeepers. I feel like I'm a victim of science. That's how you get tars? You get tars when... How does that even work? Big plorts eat... Oh, wait. Are they rad plorts? Rad plorts make tars? I'm so confused. Game, why have you done this to me? When big slimes eat plorts they're not already made out of. Oh. Well, then I suppose I'm gonna have to be... Well, fudge. But we've learned something new. And I'm gonna have to be a lot more circumspect about the plorts that I leave lying around my farm. Where are my magma boys? Magma boys, please come to me. I am in dire need. I am desperate for your magma loving. I only want the love that comes from magma. This is asking so precious little. Why do you have to be like this? Why are you jerks? Angry farm lady is gonna get angry at me, and then I'm gonna cry. Game, is that what you want? Is that what you're looking for, game? Is to make me cry? Wait, where'd my plort go? Give me the plort. It's mine. There. I have a plort. I do not need rock slimes. I have many rock slimes. Take that, you jerk. You monster. Boom slime. Come together in my hand, save me. I'm together with your plan, boom slime. I don't think that's how that song goes. I'm almost 100% sure that Soundgarden never made a song about boom slimes. And honestly, that was their loss. Now I want to listen to Soundgarden. See, game, what you've done to me? How do I get out of this cavern of doom and despair? Oh, I can't take any of that crap. Fudge. Where the heck is the hole that takes me home? This happens every frickin' time. I swear to God. I can't find anything. I am once again lost. And that lady, she's gonna be angry at me? Wait, am I near a teleporter? I am not, in fact, near a teleporter. I am so fucked. Maybe I can make it. Oh, you are fucking kidding me. Oh my God! I hate it! Oh, wait. Did I see the small tease thing for Rob Zombie's Monsters movie? I did not, Alice. And I don't know how I feel about that. I had all the stuff I needed. I promise you this is a good deal, Banana Peel. Rock slimes, tabby slimes, and rat slimes? 2 rat slimes. Okay, so we got that one sorted. We should have that one sorted, but apparently we do not. Give me plorts or give me death. I will look at the thing and it will be amazing. I believe you. Let me just dump this stuff off before I forget and get myself killed. Cool, tabby slimes. What is the thing? I need to see the thing. Is I mean, I don't really... Oh, it's Kronos! And Arachnivolt! It is wonderful to see both of you! I hope that you are both doing very, very well. Kronos, your works in progress that you put up on LSRS are fabulous. I like your Nyan cat. Or perhaps Jojo cat looking thing. What the... What? Alice, what? Is this a joke? This is a joke, right? This can't be real. Is this... What? I mean... Fine? I guess? That is like, it is exquisitely fine. Us, Quill, it is wonderful to see you. I hope that all of you, I was looking at the trailer for Rob Zombie's Monsters. I was watching it without the sound on, so maybe there's something about like what they actually say that makes it funny, but it is fine. It's exquisitely fine. I don't even, it doesn't even engender hate. Part of that is because I really don't care about the Munsters as a property, so it's not like I feel invested, like, oh my god, what has Rob Zombie done to my delicious Munsters? Because that's not the case. But, like, it's just... meh? I'm doing pretty well, actually, Quill. I picked up Dead God today, which is, like a million berjillion% in, Binding of Isaac. And now that file is finished, and I love it. I'm mostly looking forward to it because it seems like it's going to keep a kids thing. So zombie doing kids horror is vaguely interesting to me. That is not without interest, yeah. See what he does with that. Oh good, plorts. I need these. Oh, crumbs! I can't pick up the no! No, dude! Oh, you jerk! You ate the plort that I needed, that plort! Now it's pink plorts. I have no need for pink plorts. Oh my god. Just the... I freaked some kids out from work who haven't seen in a while with my change in appearance. Was this the good freak out, or was it the bad freak out? Oh, it's Claire! It is good to see you as well today, Claire. I hope that you are very, very well, that you are exemplary, that there is no more stress in your life than you feel like you can deal with. Okay, look, pink slimes, I need you to fuck all the way off. I need these tabby plorts. No, pink slime, go away. Shit. Okay, tabby plort, come with me. I'm going to feed this tabby slime. Okay. Cat? Meat chicken. Chicken, cat. Thank you. No, no, not the cat, the chicken. Oh, fudge! I shot the wrong thing. I am so confused. I am just trying to feed this cat so the cat will poop slime, okay? This is... No, now I got a carrot. Why the fuck? Why is this so difficult? Eat the slime. Eat the chicken. Eat the chicken. Eat it. No, not you. Oh my god. This thing is gonna just... It's just gonna tease me. Oh, Jesus Christ. Why is this so hard, people? I don't want the carrot. I want the chicken. I can't look at what people are saying because I'm just ultra focused here. Give me 1 second. I swear I'll look at chat in just one moment. Eat the damn chicken. Eat it. Fucking eat the chicken. Eat it. Eat it! What the hell's wrong with you? Are you not hungry? Do you not desire sustenance? You tease. It's edging me. This cat slime is edging me. I hate it. Why has this gotta be so hard? Okay, slime, come here. Okay. Oh, good. Oh, it's pooped. It's pooped. Yes. I have. Yes. Okay. Success. Did I need 2 or did I need 3? I do not remember. Just give me one more just to be certain. Why must you make my life so difficult? Okay, tar slime, you gotta fuck all the way off. Why are you such a frickin' jerk? Don't fuck with me, tar slime. I will destroy you. I'm so confused. Okay. We can do this. We can do this so I can look at chat again. Eat. Thank you. Now poop. Good. No. No. Shit. There. Good. Yes. Success. This should not have been so difficult. Victory! I declare victory on the forces that were preventing me from getting the poop that I needed. But not the poop that I deserved. Or something. I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on. That's okay. It's perfectly okay. Now I'm gonna go. I'm gonna return this poop to the person who wants it. And then I'm gonna read chat, and then I'm gonna take a break and do things. I don't know why I needed to make that sound like ominous. It's not. I just need to take a bio break and also make some coffee. Some coffee. Yay! This is crap. I didn't need any of this. I was cheated by Mochi Miles. Copy. Alright. We will enter the house because I think that stops time. And if it doesn't, I don't particularly care. But more like Moochie Miles. Indeed. Okay, let me quick check chat before I go. Hives. Okay, Quill says they were mostly freaked out that I don't have a beard. Took them a minute to recognize me. That's wonderful, and I love it. Quill, I love everything about that. Hive says, if anything, Zombie has shown he is really good at capturing older aesthetics. This is true. This is 100% true. Claire says life is good, finished a small project over the weekend, so now I have a giant dice bag. I saw a picture of that, and it's really nice looking. Cronus dropped the fish fact on us. The mirror carp earned its name from its scales vaguely resembling mirrors. They're a variant of the common carp as a result of selective breeding. Good. Wait, Tim Burton Wednesday Addams Netflix solo that got a tease recently? I hate almost everything about that. I'm pretty sure that fills me with hate, Alice. I mean, it did beeline for the carrot, and it does not want chicken. There's so much. Okay, good. Netflix show I meant, but yeah, it's cursed. It just feels cursed. Like, I don't imagine Tim Burton. Wait. Like, can Tim Burton do anything that doesn't involve Johnny Depp? And does that mean that there's gonna be Johnny Depp in the Netflix Wednesday Addams special show thing? Because I hate every word of that. But I do need to take a bio break, so I'm gonna do that thing, and I will be back in a moment. Strangling the breeze? I don't know. Like, none of the lyrics make any sense in Dracula, so it's fine, I guess. Coffee. Us. We are back. I have coffee. Now this is a question I don't imagine anybody has an answer to, but I was kind of thinking about this because it came up on the Reddits, the Isaac Reddit, because I put up my trophy screenshot because I needed to brag. Do PS4 games, is there a maximum number of trophies that Sony allows, do you think? Because some of the folks were asking, well, someone was asking, why there were so few trophies for Isaac on PS4? Because I think there's like only 69 trophies. Well, see, the thing is, so rabbits, Kronos, oh, Buttons, thank you so much. That is gonna be a giant help. Oh, I love that. Yes, I would like to go there and look at that map. Cupcakes for Buttons! Thank you, Buttons! Okay, so here's the thing, Kronos, like, when Rebirth came out on Brain Meats, when Rebirth came out on Steam, and it had like 167 trophies, when they brought it over onto PS4, they dropped that down to 59. Like, the unlocks in the game, that was all the same, but the actual trophies that PlayStation tracked was only 59. Now, as the DLCs were added onto Steam, and they just added on tons and tons of trophies, so now the totality of Isaac on Steam has got 637 trophies, but on PS4 it's only, hold on, I need to look at the actual picture, because it's got like the listing of trophies on it. On PS4 it's got, God, why did I make this so difficult for myself? $69 bronze, 5 silver, 5 gold, and 1 platinum. Wait, no, that's the total number of trophies. Right, that's what I wanted. So, it's got 80 trophies with all the DLC and the base game on PS4, but 637 trophies on the Steam version. And I'm just kind of like wondering why they would have done it that way. Chrono says there are quite a few hoops to make updates to console versions of games. I imagine that's why the trophies are so scarce. Okay. I mean, that's a fair enough answer. I've got like, I had no answer. I thought maybe it was something that Sony had mandated, because Sony is Sony. Let's see what this my left stick is so terrible. Mochi Miles says, the other ranchers won't shut up about you and it's starting to get annoying, so let's see what all the fuss is about. I'd like to talk business with you, so I went ahead and activated a spare teleporter in that horrible cave you call a ranch expansion. The teleporter will take you to my estate, where we can work out the details. Oh, wow. It costs $10,000 to make an update on a Sony platform? What the... Holy shit, Quill! That's... I didn't... Wowzers Bowsers. That's interesting, Kronos. Like... Why... Huh. Huh. That's a fucking ton. Oh, Ilka's Coin TV, thank you for the follow. The notification just popped up from the PS4. I appreciate that. Also, I think somebody else followed on Twitch that I didn't get the notification for, but I think it was Jelly TV. I would like to give a thank you though. Foo bars. Give me a second here. Jelly Roll 123. Jelly Roll 123. Thank you very much as well for the follow. I do appreciate that. I saw the notification while I was on my bio break. It's very expensive to roll out updates on console, so that's why they don't get so much support unless it's a major platform for the game. I knew it was difficult to get a follow. Sorry, brain meats. I knew it was difficult to do updates on games on PS4, but I didn't realize that it was also money. Yeah, Sony does sound like a total pain in the ass, honestly. Mochi's Manor, unequivocally the most amazing place on the far, far range. Do you think that's true? I don't know. I wonder. Visit my mansion so I could trash talk your ranching reads like an Xbox Live message. Mochi Miles would be like... I think Mochi Miles would be perfectly happy to be hanging out on Xbox Live. Mochi, where are you? Money wasn't the one major, possibly screaming, condition for console updates on your mind. Honestly, Kronos, it had never occurred to me that that would be a thing. I understand that probably sounds a little bit silly. Like, it's obvious in hindsight, but I never thought, like, oh yeah, they would totally charge companies or game devs to update their games. There's a Twitter thread about how Sony in particular is difficult and not worth working with for indies. That sucks. I hate that. I hate everything about that. And read the entire entry for Mochi's Manor. We gotta check this out. Oh, it's not... It's not updated yet? Arachno? So as soon as they give me... Oh wait, never mind, it is. Mochi's Manor is one of several of its kind, and this one isn't even the best one. Owned by the great Mochi Miles, her accomplishments are known throughout the galaxy, earning her the respect of every rancher on Far Far Range. Other ranchers can't even compete. They were even going to give an award to Mochi, but she said no thanks. Error, this Slimepedia entry has been altered by an external source. I love it. Oh my god, rabbits. Cold but fair. Well, where's Mochi hanging out? I wanna have a cup of coffee with Mochi. She just invited me to her place, now she's ghosting me? The hell, Mochi? So you finally decided to show up. Since we're already running short on time, I'll get right to it. You're standing in one of my many estates at the edge of Nimble Valley, which is only known home to some very rare Quicksilver slimes. And everything you see here is my property, which means I alone profit from all the Quicksilver plorts that the Nimble Valley produces. Brilliant, I know. So, she's a capitalist, and is evil. Harvesting Quicksilver plorts is very difficult, and only highly skilled pro ranchers like myself can manage it. But I'm extremely busy, since I've got a ranch to manage and a ton of Miles Tech business back on Earth to run. So I need you to get in there and do it for me. Naturally, you'll be compensated. We want you to be a happy little worker bee after all. I hate everything about this. I kind of, like, yes? Yes, Quill, I think we should eat the mochi. Oh, Ludo! It is a pleasure to have you as always, Ludo. I hope the train is treating you very well. I hope it is not like a train to Busan kind of train. She does have a nice coat. I don't really think I could work a midi coat like that. I think I'd feel too self-conscious about my midriff. But, like, if you can do it, if you can pull it off. Now pay attention because I don't like to repeat myself. First you'll notice that I've augmented that junker of a backpack you have with some cutting-edge Miles tech. This never leaves the valley, so don't get excited. This augment will activate using patented Miles tech anytime you try to enter the Nimble Valley. It'll swap out your vac tanks too, but don't worry, you won't lose the junk you had in there. Mochi Miles is such a jerk. Quill, I hate that, but that's also probably true. The task she's giving you is really fun. I do like fun. I'm a fan of fun. Quicksilver slimes in Nimble Valley lie dormant until you activate the generator to send out a pulse and get them moving. But this generator only works for so long that needs to recharge. Quicksilver slimes eat electricity, and since they're super fast, the only way to get it to them is to blast them with a tasty spark shot from your backpack. But don't worry about actually collecting the plorts. I've got the valley rigged with Miles tech that'll collect it for you. After the generator shuts down, head back and deposit the Quicksilver plorts here, and I'll be sure you get paid. Wait. Ludo says my midriff is too powerful to behold. That's why I'm not showing it off. I mean, Ludo, maybe your midriff is what we need to bring peace to this world of strife. I mean, we haven't tried yet, is the thing. So, like, could you maybe just like... Well, now hold on, Ludo, you are depriving us because the Indiana Jones Ark of the Covenant effect specifically kills Nazis. Us... Fortnite oof? Woogif? Oof woogif? Should I call you Fortnite oof woogif? Or just oof? Or woogif? I could call you any combination of those things, or if there isn't... I don't know. I call you oof. Okay, we'll call you oof. Oof, welcome to the chat. I hope that you're having a wonderful day. I hope that life is treating you very kindly and that there's no more stress in your life than you can currently feel like handling. Now, but to go back to Ludo for a moment, Ludo, we know that the Ark of the Covenant in Indiana Jones specifically kills Nazis. And we do have a Nazi problem currently in the world. So I think what you need to do is you gotta go up onto the Matterhorn. And on the top of the Matterhorn. And then just reveal the midriff. And then just like, just blast all of the Nazis. Just like that. You could solve so many problems with your midriff. It is indeed Slime Rancher, oof. And I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm enjoying it enough. It has been fun. You gotta remember that the non-Nazis in that scene are looking away. Okay, so we just have to get the word out to the non-Nazis to not look at your midriff. Okay, this sounds like it's getting much more complicated than I expected. Mochi Miles is a jerk, and we hate her. The game took you an hour to finish. Holy dogs! That's a bit of a speed run. This is definitely taking me a lot longer than an hour to finish. That is definitely a thing. Oh, crumbs? What do I do? I've got 57 seconds and I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. Good for us. Go us. Oh, pulses. Spark shot acquired. Am I accomplishing a thing? I don't know if I'm accomplishing a thing. So I'm just gonna shoot stuff and then do stuff. It's just kind of neat though. Okay, so I guess we just run around and then it collects plorts for us. I guess. There's so many cute little slimes. I love them. I love all of them. Or do I have to like run through something to get the slimes collected? I bet that's a thing, right? I bet that's what they want from me. Oh fudge. Okay, don't jump in there. That would be bad. That would be bad, and it would be a thing that you don't want to do. I think one of these slimes just jumped up and ate one of my spark shots. I love that. What am I doing? I have no idea. And that's okay. Oh, fudge. Oh! Was that good? Ludo's Midriff is an SCP? I mean, there's worse SCPs, really, when you get down to it. You need to throw them the spark shots to get the plorts. Okay. So not just like shooting the spark shot into the mob, but actually trying to feed them. Just hit the slime with a controlled shock, and your pack automatically collects the plorts. Gotcha. I have no idea how I get out of here. I thought I saw the teleporter? The teleporter? The velociraptor? I think we're just gonna go with velociraptors. I don't see why they should be simply contained to LBP3. Oh! That reminds me, Kronos, thank you so much for the heads up on the that post in the LBP thread. Hirunda! How you doing, yo? I hope that life is treating you very well. I hope that your exams, I hope they're finished this time, because I keep on like wishing you good finish on your exams, and then there's always like one more exam or one more assignment that you have to do, and then I feel kind of silly that I've kind of wished you congratulations when you're not done yet, early. So hopefully you're done this time. Oh, fudge. I just want to get up there, because there's a thing there that's open. Why can't I give you money? That is the nicest thing I've ever heard. Oof, I appreciate that. But I don't have anything set up for subs because I'm in Japan and it's really hard to get PayPal working in Japan. So you get to enjoy the dubious joys of me for free. Yeah, like, it's PayPal is just a huge pain in the butt from Japan. And I kind of sort of know why, but it still sucks. Honestly. Wait, what is going on? There's so much. There's so much. Give me a second. What did I miss? Quill says picture of Ludo's midriff is entered into Foundation custody in 2025 after the annihilation of U.S. conservatism after its broadcast on Fox News for roughly 3.5 seconds, causing a mass melting effect. I love it. Quill, I love it. There's just like, there was an all caps from Hive. Oh my god, there's so many simps on here. I just wanted to see what rewards she gave. Comment on Mochi Miles' entry on the Slime Rancher wiki? What the hell, Hive? What is that even? Are people simping for Mochi Miles? Cause I would hope not. Oh god. I mean, you would think, like, Thora West, I could understand, but Mochi Miles is just a jerk. Dubious joys are the best. Speaking of, my go-to racing game is getting a Hot Wheels DLC, and I'm 100% pumped. I mean, if it's a good game, I see nothing dubious about that. People want the girl boss to step on them, but like, okay, I get it, Ludo. I super duper get it, but like, there's Lady D from Resident Evil Village. There's no topping that top. I heard something about a blue-haired tsundere. There are many people who are smitten with our blue-haired... Okay, yeah, that's... I mean, yeah. Yeah. Quill says, here's one. Me. Oh, hey, I'm hyper-fixating on Slime Rancher again. I doubt I can simp for anyone in this game. I mean... Who could there be that... Mochi exists? Damn it, brain. She allegedly has backstory that makes people like her. Okay. I mean, who am I to shame? I suppose, at the end of the day. Rabbit says, speaking of girl boss, I watched from that teen lesbian vampire show on Netflix yesterday. The older sister of one character is literally just girl boss, gaslight, gatekeep the vampire? That sounds terrible. Like, that just sounds, honestly, no fun at all. Rabbits? I can't watch Netflix anymore, so... That's a thing? If you keep doing slime runs for her, she'll go into more of her backstory. Gotcha. Ah! Stick Drift is the worst. Stick Drift is the hardest boss on Isaac, I'll tell you that much. Wait, why do we only have 5 out of 10? Oh, okay, I get it. And if we get 150, then we get like a plus... Got it. Quill says Mochi comes off as the highly insecure trust fund kid who desperately wants to be self-made, but actually got $1 million for her startup. Oh, absolutely. Like, I would be shocked if that's not canon. Oh! Crumbs. Wait. Do I not have any sparks? I do. Good. I love these little dudes. They're so cute. I've got no stamina, which is honestly just like me in real life. There's a 25% chance every time you sell something. Oh, and you get more money. That's good to know. Thank you so much, Uv. They made this game so pretty, and it already was, but damn. For real though, buttons. That was one of the big reasons that I wanted to play it. Just that and the fact that it didn't have any killing people. Kind of wanted a break from the killing people. Oh, fudge. I am doing terrible on this one. I like my evil girl bosses to be able to kill me with their bare hands, rather than it just being some capitalist. That's a very specific and dangerous kink. You get double of the thing you sell. That sounds actually pretty darn useful. I think Maleficent from Kingdom Hearts is actually an excellent girl boss, especially in Kingdom Hearts 2. I've never played a Kingdom Hearts game. I don't know if that's good and or bad, but I am lacking in the joys of the Kingdom Hearts. Oh fudge. We're almost out of time. I like this area though, it's pretty slick. Hold on, I just realized something. Is that secret style from the Quicksilver Flash just the Flash themed color swap? I freaking love that. It is, isn't it? Red and yellow? That's the Flash's colors. I feel the same about Kingdom Hearts as I do about Final Fantasy. Quill, is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? I'm not sure I know your feelings about Final Fantasy. Just cannot care about either one. That's fair. Did I? Oh, I didn't actually retweet that. There was a thread that I read yesterday, I think, which was just like this completely exhaustive thread about every Final Fantasy character and whether or not they had fucked. And it was a lot. It was a lot. Basically, it was a whole lot. Some of it was very, very funny. A lot of it was just like, by the end of the thread, the word fuck just had no more meaning to me at all. It was just a series of nonsense letters that conveyed absolutely nothing, which is kind of an accomplishment, really. Quill says I tried really hard to like FF, but there's something holding me back. I mean, I feel like it could definitely be hit or missy. Especially if you're coming to the games late. It's like, I enjoyed it, but it goes on forever. And I would say it's got like maybe a 5% hit rate. Like the 5% that hits is really funny. The rest of it is pretty meh. I missed something from Hive. Makima from Chainsaw Man was all red flags, pay attention to this, and people like this in the future, even though your brain meats will do the exact opposite. Makima from Chainsaw Man is exactly the reason why I can't read Chainsaw Man. Like, we talked about this when Pancakes was here a couple weeks back, but like, I know it's her whole point, but just everything about her relationship makes me intensely uncomfortable. I have not unlocked the desert yet, oomph. Not oomph, oof. Completely different words. I'm not... Where is the desert? I'm not sure. Actually, Button sent us a wonderful map, so why don't we check out this far map? Food and resource locations, the wilds, treasure pods. Oh, it's even got it's got a dealy bobber, and by dealy bobber I mean it actually has. Visco, why do words not work for you ever? Clearly you're struggling here. A key. A legend! That's what they're called! The map has a legend, so that it actually makes sense. Now, I do need to find a way to actually zoom in on this map. Open image in new tab. That would probably be a good idea. Yes, now I could zoom. The far range is like pretty whompin' huge. Rabbit says, I think the thing that gets me about Makima is that she could use her powers for good, but she chooses not to. All I know is like the first 6 volumes of Chainsaw Man, and that's where I kind of cut out. Try to guess where the oof sound comes from. The oof that I'm most familiar with is like when you get hit in the stomach really hard, and then you just like, oof. I don't know if that's the same sound that you were thinking of, but that's like the sound image in my mind. Hidun asks, would it make sense to call a map with a legend a legendary map? Yes. We're going to go with yes, Hirunda. Des, it is wonderful to see you. As always, I hope that life is treating you very well. Quill says, I think the tolerance for a lot of weird propaganda has numbed my love for Japanese media. That's super fair, Quill. That's like... because that is an issue that a lot of Japanese media has. And if that's a thing that's gonna bother you, and it legitimately ought to bother you, then... Oof is from a movie. It's from a movie. What movie would that be from? I feel like there's like so many conversations going on for the moment, and I'm just super confused. So if I've missed something or I'm responding to something that had an earlier part, I apologize for that. Hive says, I'm tentatively excited for Final Fantasy XVI, and then there was that tiny clip of Garuda from the latest Final Fantasy XVI trailer that went viral with all the Monster Girl lovers. That's kind of... that sounds like a thing that's gonna be a thing. Are all games gonna have just like a little bit of fetish bait in them from now on? Like, on purpose as opposed to on accident? And there was a, there was a sequel to Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. I never actually played it, but I do know that a sequel was a thing that existed. Now, how do I get this map to match up with my map? Giant slime ores. Where's my legend? There's so much information here. Gordos. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for dudes named Gordo. I know I got that one. So that's one Gordo that I've got sorted. The cat Gordo, I got that one. There's so much. There's just so... Oh, there's a phosphorus Gordo. I can figure out where that one is. The phosphorus Gordo is north of that island. We could find that. I could find that Gordo. That's where I'm gonna go. We're gonna feed some Gordos. What do you like fruits? I have no fruits. That's a bit of a problem. Do we have any fruits? We got like pogo fruits. They're not very good. Rabbit's responding to Quill. I read Slime Isekai to the point where the MC made a deal with a shady capitalist in a side chapter. Oh, I still haven't read the Spider Isekai. I've still got it in its wrapping. I should probably do something about that. Does anybody play Destruction All-Stars? Decided to jump in again last night. Found only one match. Too long searching online. What is Destruction All-Stars? Dez? Aside from a game that I'm just not, like, familiar with at all? The green and pink glowing thing is a pink rad slime. They have combined forms and are now twice as deadly. Welcome back, Kronos. Pleasure to have you back. I hope you are filled with food, or the cat is filled with food, depending on which one. There's human parts in the spider anime? I don't know. Like, honestly, I have no idea because I haven't read any of it, Quill. It's a car wrecking game, arcade Carnado thing. I can get behind that. It's really good but nearly impossible to play online when there isn't anyone on. Okay, so it's like LBP but you need extra players. Oh, welcome back, Oof. I hope whatever it is that you left to do, that you were incredibly successful with it. In the Spider anime, an entire class gets isekai'd, so the story splits between the class and the one person who reincarnates into a spider. Gotcha. Gotcha. I am on the trolley. The trolley is me, and I am on it. Let's go with Thora West. She's cool. We like her. She wants pink slimes? I didn't think anybody actually wanted pink slimes. 'Cause they're trashed here. Okay, so we need 3 more rad slimes, and we need a bunch of pink slimes. To me! Pink slimes, to me! Quill says, I've been reading the manga for years, and the second classmate has hardly been introduced. All-Star, it's wonderful to see you. I hope you're doing very well tonight. I hope that life is treating you kindly with no more stress than you feel like you are able to handle at the moment. Because life can be very variable. Wait, did I just say very variable? I don't know if that very variable sounds terrible. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, by all means, lurk away. Don't feel like you gotta jump in chat. Chat's actually kind of bumping tonight. And Hive sent me a picture of the Garuda, which is apparently Monster Girl material. Garuda, if you read this, I'm free on Thursday night and would like to hang out. Please respond. Then hang out with me on Thursday night when I'm free. Oh my. Oh, that's... Okay, yes. They did that on purpose, didn't they, Hive? That was done on purpose. There is no way that monster design is by accident. Like, they just want to make people horny. That's right before she chops off another summoner's arm. I don't see how this changes my point. There are 100% people who are into amputations. Oh fudge, we still gotta get the rad slimes. Where were the rad slimes hiding? Oh crumbs. Was it here? Did we go through here? Oh, I got a message from one of the PS4 followers. And it's, hello to you as well. Hope that you are enjoying the stream. Rad slimes, rad slimes. Where are you? I think this is the area. Somewhere around here? I hope the rad slimes have skateboards and sick backwards caps. They should. And really that's a failure of the devs to not include that in the game. Fubar. This is not the way to the rad slimes. Is it? It is not. Crumbs. The rad slimes hang out the cool spot near the skate park with the 2000s graffiti. It strikes me now that the 2000s are 2 decades ago, and I'm okay with that. Honestly, doesn't bother me at all. The inexorable march of time, leaving us all in the past, step by step. Why did I get pogo fruit? Oh, that's right. We gotta. Right. What are those things that we gotta get? Rad slimes. Rad slimes. Did I need any more of these? I can't remember how many we needed. I think that should be enough. Bush is a war criminal, ancient rad slime graffiti. I mean, they're not wrong though. Like, they're 0% wrong is the thing. Now, if you go with like, it could be ancient 90s graffiti as well if you're going with Bush the First. Really, honestly, just staying within the same family, it saves the graffitiists so much trouble. You don't have to put up new graffiti, you can just point to the old stuff. Just have like an arrow and a sign that says still this. I've been looking at a game called Them and Plucky Squire. Okay. Des, what kind of game is that? I mean, it sounds like an exciting game, but... It's messed up that reminding people that Bush did war crimes is necessary to this day. I mean, it is messed up. I will posit on the other side of that, though, that, like... we've got a whole generation now of kids that weren't born yet when Bush was doing war crimes, so... Temtem like Pokemon. Temtem like Pokemon. Do I like pasta? I love pasta. Oof, I am a big pasta fan. I'm currently working at an Italian restaurant, and my boss does fabulous pasta. It's a Pokemon-esque kids game with guns. Temtem is a spiritual successor to Pokemon. Okay, okay. I am on the trolley now. The trolley, I am on it, and it is me. Also, where is this... am I near the place where I need to be near? I need to go a little bit to the... right? I need to go to the right. So over this way. And there should be a big glowy slime that I could feed and then make explode. Near the cliffs, like around here? What if we already made it explode and now I don't remember? While we're on the Pokemon spiritual successor trolley, I strongly urge everyone to avoid Heartbeat. Is there a game reason for avoiding Heartbeat, or is it like the devs are terrible people and we don't want to give them money? Hive? I mean, both of which are legitimate reasons to avoid a game, but I'm just wondering if there's a particular reason? I thought Pal World was the Pokemon gun game. Does Tendem have guns too? I am so confused. The dev is an unabashed turf. Well, fuck them. Just... That wasn't, like, the answer I was expecting, but it is apparently the answer that we're getting. And they can fuck off into the sun. Oh, Des, no problems. Honestly, it's me. At what point would I strongly mind being confused? Confusion is basically 99% of my time on Earth. Temtem doesn't have guns. And it's good to know we haven't heard about Heartbeat, but yes, it is good to know. That, like... I mean, I gotta imagine there's a lot of devs out there that are pretty fucking gross like that, but it's never fun to run into that. I think we've already blown up this particular slime, because I'm not seeing a glowy slime, and the map says that there should be a giant glowy slime to explodinate here, so maybe that was one that we sorted already. The dev is also bi-pan lesbian exclusionist. I hate that. I mean, I know that bigotries tend to clump. You know, if you end up with, if you get one bigotry, you'll probably... Oh, there you are! Okay, you were underground. All the cool Gordos are underground. They're hip. I actually learned about that before I learned that they're a turf. Okay. Gross, but good to know. Okay. What the heck? Excuse me? When did the slimes start appearing on our map? When we start to feed them? Because that wasn't a thing that happened before. That wasn't a thing at all. I mean, I'm happy that it's now a thing, apparently. But I just got killed. I got killed. Dad says I'm holding off on buying a Switch or anything Nintendo until the new one comes out. With 2 kids, I'll end up having to get 2. Oh, that's... Yeah, I mean, I think that one's unavoidable, Des. I'm gonna pause up here really quick and have myself another short bio break, have a little bit of orange juice. Do I want more coffee? Do I have coffee? I have, like, a mouthful of coffee. Which tells me I should probably have orange juice and cookies. Or, as the Commonwealth folks would say, biscuits. Even though that makes no fucking sense, because biscuits and cookies are completely different fucking things. But, you know what? I'll give it to y'all. You Commonwealthers, you can have your biscuits. I'll have a biscuit. And some orange juice. And a cigarette. Because that's my life. But I'll be back in... let's say, like, about 2 minutes. Orange juice. Alright, we are also back. So that was possibly good timing. Oof. Hive says we do call chocolate chip cookies cookies, you know. I had no idea, Hive. I just figured y'all were just a bunch of weirdos that called all cookies biscuits, which is just, like, senseless to me. But, you know, if you do in fact call chocolate chip cookies cookies, that's acceptable. We accept that. Hey, Bob. Oh my god, Bob is keyboard smashing at me. Bob! Bob, why though? A cookie is a cookie because cookies fall under biscuit. Hold on a second. I need to... I need to do a thing. Give me one moment here. I need to educate. I need to edumacate. Is what I need to do. These biscuits. Biscuits. These are biscuits. You put gravy on them. Biscuits are a vehicle for gravy. Cookies, not a vehicle for gravy. Completely different things. Bob is a bottom confirmed. Oh my god. Don't start with me, Quill. Don't. It's not how it works. Not how it... Gravy is not meat soup. Oh my god. You're testing me. You're testing me. I know it. Well, you can give a link to Hive or Rabbits or Kronos if you want to throw a link at me. I think we can trust you well enough to know that you're not gonna like link up something gross. I need regular hen-hens. I had at one point regular hen-hens. So 4 hen-hens, and I think we can find those around here. Oh shit, yeah, there's 1, there's 2. We are gonna feed Bob. Bob is gonna be happy. Oh, I've got new followers. This is so nice. To anybody who's following just on the PlayStation 4, welcome. I hope that you are enjoying yourselves, and I hope that your nights or days, depending on where you are, time zone wise, are treating you very kindly. Wait. Oof. We have to, we pass URLs to the mods to make sure that we don't get, like, too many bots. So, you might want to just send the URL to a mod so they can check it before it gets put in the chat. Did you know that some varieties of sponge cake are known as biscuits? Hive, why are you doing this to me? Why would you say that? That is not how it works. That's not how it works at all. Gravy isn't meat soup, but is miso soup gravy? Miso soup is not gravy. Is this... Now, on one hand, I do appreciate that the empty rooms version of fucking with the streamer is so very wholesome. Like, I appreciate that, because, like, some chats are really terrible with their streamers. This is very wholesome fucking with the streamer. But at the same time, I do feel like you are all fucking with me. The catfish is actually a giant underground god that creates earthquakes. I thought we established this a couple streams ago. Did you know that sand has the same nutritional value as Doritos? I did not know that, and yet I am not shocked. There is 0% shock in me. Like, I'm just gonna assume that that's true. Well, Castro, it is wonderful to see you tonight. We're learning about biscuits, apparently. That is our theme for the evening. I thought the theme was going to be slasher movies, but no, the theme apparently is biscuits. I got a gold slime. Or a gold plort. That's actually really cool. Did you know that thanks to their sense of sonar, dolphins can smell claps underwater? What does that mean? How do you smell a clap? I mean, I'm Are the Ginger Dead Man movies slasher movies? Do they count? Or are they monster movies? Why $7? I don't know. I don't even know what was $7. They're full moon core. I mean, you're not wrong. Oh! Okay. Now I understand. Oof is talking to us from two different directions. I was slightly confused. I don't know why $7 though, honestly. Had biscotti and they're mid. Ludo, welcome back from the train. We're having a chaos chat tonight, and I love it, but I am terribly confused. And biscotti is not nearly as good as focaccia. That's, I think, is a given. Focaccia is like 1,000,000,000 times better than biscotti. I'm not saying that biscotti are bad. I'm just saying that they're mid. I am Hive. I have had scones. Or, well, I mean, at least I've had whatever the US considers to be scones. I don't know if those count as the same scones as other countries would consider scones to be. We did get a key, by the way, which is great because there was a door that we wanted to unlock. I don't know why this treasure pod is locked, but that's fine. It's fine. It's no problem. Mid Scotty. Isn't Mid Scotty a Ari Aster movie about the dangers of like joining a cult? Okay, now we got to be really careful here because I want to get this gold plort to the market, and that is going to require us not getting killed. Quill says if you ever visit, I'll make you some, and you could tell us if they're the same. I would love that. Oh shit! Hold on a second. That plort is gonna kick our ass. Do I like pasta with caramel? I have never had pasta with caramel, oof. Is it good? Like, I don't think I've ever had a dessert pasta before. Although, now that I think about it, I mean, there's no reason that you couldn't have a dessert pasta. It's kinda good. Huh. That's really interesting. Hedonist is 100% on board making the chat conversation increasingly more chaotic with biscuits. Me too. Honestly, Hedonda, if you want to bring the wild biscuit energy to chat, like, I'm here for it. I think this is the content that everybody's asking for. Mid Scotty is our former prime minister, and no one can change my mind. I'll give that to you. I'll 100% give that to you, Hive. I think you've had to deal with enough prime minister pain. How's the new one working out for you, by the way? I know that he just started up, but hopefully he hasn't caused anything to, like, catch on fire yet. Damn, gold plorts are money? Now we're gonna drop these phosphor slimes in the grotto so that they don't immediately explode. I have not played Slime Rancher 2. Oof, this is my first rodeo. Do we get to have a Slime Rancher rodeo? Castro, how can I kill Bob? Bob is so very Bob, though. The media is already acting like he's been in power for 10 years. Is that good, or is that bad? And I don't know if that's a silly question or not, but, like, I'm really not sure what the nuance of that would be, Quill. Hedonist says, I really like the Lord of the Rings, especially the final battle of Mort Scotty. Fair enough. Hive says, basically what Fox has done with the US's middling president. Well, our current middling president is a Democrat, and so that means that Fox has been shitting all over him. So I'm guessing that your media is then... Okay. Okay, so then bad. He's a dangerous radical. Okay, so, like... Wait, what just happened? I got an achievement. I got an achievement for risky business, and I have no idea what that means. But it's a silver achievement, so that's cool. You know how you have Fox News? I wish I didn't, but I do. What YouTubers do I watch? Currently, I've been watching a lot of Nick Spheres, who is a horror YouTuber. Well, her name is May, but she runs a channel called Nick Spheres. That's NYX' and Fears, Fears. She also runs another channel called Your Take is Excrement. She does a lot of deep dives into horror films. I watch Thought Slime and Thought Slime's kind of sub-channel Scaredy Cats, which is another kind of deep dive on horror. And sometimes I watch some more news with Cody Johnston. Excuse me. I really want to pick up her book, but I have no money. So it's gonna have to wait, but one of these days I will have her book. Excuse me. Sorry about the coughing. Murdoch the Billionaire Tyrant. Oh, shit! Hirunda. Murdoch is a tyrant? So he's got, like, the exposed heart on the outside? So all we need to do is to shoot him in his exposed heart with, like, a magnum for, like, 7 rounds, and then hit him with a rocket launcher. And then we've solved the Murdoch problem? Because I'm very much about solving the Murdoch problem. Why is this the first time that I'm hearing about Murdoch being a tyrant? Because I've killed tyrants before. Wait, cats? Alice says, getting reminded of when our somewhat vaguely left-of-center Prime Minister took power, main right-wing TV channel there was running headlines saying that people should escape from the country because he was going to use the government to steal their cats. What the actual hell? I have not bought the port collector, and you know what? I should do that thing. Arachno, that is sensible. I'm gonna do that. I mean, we've got the money for it. Ludo says, order my book is called How to Turn Your Midriff into a Weapon of Psychological Warfare? I mean... Well, you know... You could make it into a zine, and then you could make another... Oh, good on Oof! Oof's got all the plorts. I do not yet have all the plorts. Then you could collect all the zines into, like, a book? I don't know if you have Kinko's in Switzerland, but I'm pretty sure in order to make like a true zine, that you do want to you want to hit up the Kinko's, preferably around like maybe 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and you need to spend a lot of time with the photocopier, but it's totes doable. Victor or Ogden? I mean, they both make terrible jokes, and I don't think I understand either of their jokes, so could we just, like, could we ship Victor and Ogden together? Because I kind of feel like they're shippable. Alice's version of Fox News is like 50% right-wing paranoia, 30% right-wing paranoia, but about soccer, and 20% talking to people who claim to be wizards. There's a lot going on there. Alice, I feel like there's a lot to unpack. Victor's a man of science, and I've got to respect that lab coat. This is true. The lab coat, I mean, the game, the art direction on Slime Rancher in general is just very much on point. And the fashion, like everybody's fashion is just right there. The lab coat, Victor's lab coat is solid on. Mochi Miles' whole fit is a thing. Like, I think I could pull off the lab coat. I don't think I could pull off the mid coat. Alice says, excuse me, not just regular wizards, Catholic Church approved wizards, which makes them not scary, unlike the Satanists. Wow. There's a lot going on there, Alice. Oh, the rat slimes don't want to kill us, Oof. They want to give us superpowers. Or cancer. One of those. Not 100% certain yet. 14 pink slimes, 9 tabby slimes. Oh, that's easy. That's easy peasy. 1, 2, 3, Z. Not lemon squeezy. We've discussed this. That is a Game Boy on his coat. You are 100% right about that. And I love it. Pink slimes from outer space. Do 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 do. Join us. Join our glorious slime collective. Ooh. Socialism, but with slimes. Actually, that's just thought slime. Honestly. And I am 100% here for it. Oh, we've got our 14... Okay, so now we need the tabby slimes. And we need 9 of them, I think? Oh, Hirunda! Last exam tomorrow! You've got this, Hirunda! 100% you have got this, you can do it, we believe in you. DM the link, and I am sorry. Why should I be worried about why you are sorry? Open link in the new tab. We'll deal with that momentarily. I need to find these cat slimes. Cat slimes, cat slimes. Where are you? No, seriously though, like where did the cat slimes go? Oh fudge, don't jump in the soup. We don't want to jump in the soup. Open the link! Now I'm terrified. Oof, give me a moment. Let me track down these cat slimes and get that sorted, because if I don't do it, I'll forget it. And as soon as I get that done, I will open this link. Now, if it's approved by Kronos, I feel that I can trust it. Okay, cat slime, come to me. How many cat slimes did Victor want? Was it 9? 9 is a lot of cat slimes. They're just falling from the sky? I love you, cat slimes. Whoa! They are so cute. Just wonderful. Alright, now we're gonna get these back to Victor. And then we're gonna open up this link. And possibly be terrified? Probably not terrified. I don't think Kronos would vouchsafe for a terrifying link. I thought it was going to be the awful upscaled 4K 60 version of it. Of what? Oh gosh. Now I definitely need to know what the hell's going on. The thing that was linked, gotcha. It's too scary to play on stream? Is it something from Fox News? Nah, okay. Ah! The stick drift, she is real. Alright, sell off these plorts. We got this. This is gettable. Oh, and I need to remember, next goal is opening up that door because we got a key. Too spicy scary for Twitch. Okay, where? Why did Rick Astley get, like... Why did this become a thing? You did. I'm perfectly okay with little bit of Rick Astley in my life. He looks like an 11th grade math nerd. And that's like that's okay. I don't want to judge the man, you know, just based on looks, but wait, what? Get rickrolled! Dez, did you? Yeah, Dez, you gotta unpack that one. Like, oh shit, okay. You got our hopes up though, Dez. You know that we were gonna send you down the road to get, like, a picture with Rick? Alright, that's enough of Rick. Quill says, there was a Christian on TV who got rickrolled real bad by a dude who sent a letter using the lyrics to describe God? Oh my god, hold on a second. I need to read the entirety of this. Because PS4 always cuts it off. Using the lyrics to describe God, which the Christian guy read on his show. That is lovely. That's, you know, the wholesome memes. No random links to rotten.com? Is Rotten gone, by the way? And I don't want anybody to check right now, especially I don't want anybody to check who is not already familiar with Rotten, but like, are they still a thing? Did they ever get shut down? Because they were pretty gross. Copyright. Ha! Ron is still around. That's crappy. Honestly. Chrono says, the most surprising thing about Rick Astley is finding out he's still alive. When during the thick of COVID lockdown, he put out a cover of Titanium on YouTube. And Hive says a mildly disconcerting, but... Wait, what the heck just happened? Why did I get a trophy? What the hell? Maybe I bred chickens or something. It said buck, buck, buck. Oh, what the fuck, Hive? What is this, though? I mean, it's not as bad as, like, the sad goth Garfield that you sent me last week, but that's still kind of a bit of a thing. Rabbit says, gotta bounce. Thanks for the stream, and enjoy the rest of it. Thank you so much for dropping by, Rabbits. It's always a pleasure to have you around. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and that life continues to treat you kindly. And if it doesn't, I will be quite cross with life. I will have words with life. I feel like it would work even better if I knew what Starfield was. I mean, I know that Starfield's like the big game that folks have been talking about recently, but okay, I gotta go right and then up. What just sounded like it exploded? Okay, don't think about that. Things can explode on their own. They don't need your help. Starfield's the next RPG from Bethesda, as something more than an elaborate sandbox game to convince that people try to convince you as an RPG. Oh, I hate that. I'm not like a super huge fan of sandboxy RPGs. Persona 3 Portable made it to PC before Bloodborne. Thanks, Sony. Wait, for real? Like, for real, for real? Kronos, that's not a joke? That's the thing? I could finally play Persona 3 to completion and figure out what the hell's going on with Gun Jesus? I heard Starfield described as the best game in 2008, and that's scathing. Oh my god, I love that, Quill. That's hilarious. Well, that's the weird thing though, Oop, is like, you would think that there would be a much larger market for Bloodborne on PC than Persona 3 on PC. Like, I know that Persona is a well-loved series, and there are lots of people who stand for it, but like, Persona 3 is already, what, 15 years ago? Persona 3, Persona 4, and 5... Wait, I don't think 5 is on PC. Strikers is on PC. But a friend of mine was saying that she wasn't able to play 5 yet? Oh, the tar music. Yeah, there was spooky tar music, but they're not on my ranch, so we're gonna let them just devour whatever it is they want to devour, because I want to get this door open so I don't forget, because I'll totally do that. Oh, is this like a spoopy jungle? In the micro conference, they announced that Persona 3, PSP 4, and 5. Oh, okay. I did not know that. I haven't paid attention to any of the conferences, Alice. And we unlocked Moss Blanket, which I think we've heard talked about, but I haven't actually seen yet. I've never played Persona. You're not... I don't know. Like, the way I've always felt about Persona, but especially about, like, P5R, or Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royale, is like, it's the best looking club where everybody's in the best fashions and the DJ's game is 100% on point and everyone is just an asshole. And that's like kind of my experience with Persona. That's KOF. I don't have any experience with KOF, but it's definitely my experience with Persona. Am I a vegetarian? Not on purpose, although a lot of my diet is vegetarian just because it's cheaper. I tend to live off of a lot of curry. What am I missing? KOF is that club, but in a different city. It's the club down the road. The club is that 50 Cent song. I don't know any 50 Cent songs. All I know is that there's like a couple 50 Cent video games for, what was it, PS3? Had Blood on the Sand? The Moss Blanket might seem like an ancient jungle of sorts, but the fact is that much of what you see here wasn't even around when I first began exploring this land. At this rate, I reckon that it won't be long before this greenery completely overtakes the far, far ridge. I like that. I do not, Alice. Is this something that I need to experience? The beat is a bop. I do like bops. I am a fan of the bop. Perhaps I need to acquaint myself with this 50 Cent song. Although probably not on stream, because I think that would be asking for some real trouble with the copyright. Magma Slime, I need you! Actually, I don't know if I need the boom slimes, but I'm just gonna take them because why not? Blood on the Sand is a game where 50 Cent murder kills a bunch of Middle Eastern people to steal a diamond-encrusted skull. He decided it belonged to him instead of the country's appropriating it for. What the actual hell? Hive? What the... What the... What? Blitzkrieg Bop is okay. It's not something I can listen to all the time, but... Like, I can appreciate where it's coming from. Oh, I believe Hive. Like, I don't think Hive would be winding me up like that, but it's just a lot. Honestly, it's just a lot. I got another toy. I need to bring this to my ranch, but I don't know where my ranch is. Oh wait, there's no way I'm getting this to my ranch. That, like, it's way the hell over there. Okay, I'm gonna leave the toy here. Don't disappear. I'm gonna need to take you back later. Blood on the Sand, I mean, it sounds like a fucking mess. That... I wasn't expecting a Rapstars video game tie-in to be quite so terrible. He decides that the skull is his payment for his concert. Terrorists break in and steal the skull. 50 Cent goes around murdering people to get the skull back, not to return it to the country, but to claim it as his payment. I hate everything about that. It's a honey Gordo. I am in love with this honey Gordo. You are... I don't know if you're my new favorite thing, but you're definitely on the list. That honey Gordo is on the list. Oh shit, it's Tars. Okay. Tars, I'm not allowing you to destroy the beauties and wonders of the moss greenery. Moss blanket, that's what it's called. They are dead! We have killed them! Murder! Murder! Honey slime! Now, I need the fruits to feed to my honey slimes. Where, oh where are these fruits hiding? No, seriously though, like, there should be fruits all over the place. This is a jungle. If I recall, the game was a nightmare to make, and 50 Cent had a bunch of demands for his betrayal. That, at least, doesn't shock me at all. Ludo says, I almost said Blitzkrieg Bop is my favorite classic Ramones song that isn't Pet Sematary, but then I remembered I wanna sniff some glue. That's a great song, though. Honestly. Pet Sematary is also a great song? Oh! Oh, good. Constructed an easy way out. This does not appear to be an easy way out, actually. I just want fruit. I want fruit to feed to the giant honey slime. I have got myself completely lost. Good for me. I am success. The one that's just dunking on Reagan. Shit, which one is that? You would think of all the ones for me to know off the top of my head that would be on there. Bonzo goes to Bitburg. Hold on a second. I'm gonna put that in the search engine so I can find out. Oh my god! Tars! Jerk? These Tars are just absolute jerks. But also, like, fruit, though? I believe at some point there was fruit. I know I saw it. Did they put the... They did not put the honey dude on my map? Maybe I gotta feed the honey dude. And then it'll be on my map. But now, I have no idea where the hell it is. Lovely. I love that for us. That's wonderful. Oh shit. We got a secret pod. Panda! That is fabulous news! Woohoo! I am so happy to hear that. I'm so happy to hear that. I used the screen name that you got on the screen instead of Quill, which I ought to have used. Like, yes! Super well done. To hell with that beard. Fuck that beard. I mean, not literally, obviously, but you know what I mean. I am too happy to be jealous. That totally didn't sound like I was too happy to be jealous, and I apologize for that, but I think I'm losing the ability to have proper affect. Okay, I hear slime music. And by slime music, I mean tar music. Where? Alright, that's the place that we... This is the start. So this is completely on the other end from where the exit is, I think. Also exploding shit. I love that. We're big fans of explosions. What am I even doing? Where are my pants? Don't answer that. I know exactly where my pants are. Don't worry. Just waiting for the stubborn hairs to go. Might have to get a few done in electrolysis since they're blonde, but I'm hoping I won't need to worry. I'm keeping my toes crossed, Quill. You've got this? I don't know if you have any control over that, but on the off chance that you do have any control over that, you've got this? Tar equals good food. Well then, like, if I'm ever eaten by people, they're gonna love my lungs. What the hell? Have you ever been in love, Beatrix? It makes you feel all achy inside, like a day after your soul's been to the gym. That's the best way I can describe it anyway. It also realigns your thinking to something you swear is downright alien. All those things you thought really mattered, suddenly don't. Changes you entirely. Can't recommend it enough. There's something very odd going on with H. I've been willing my facial hair power onto a bunch of trans masks like a delightful curse. I love that. I like that curse. Tar equals totally acceptable rich ramen. Yes. I am willing to accept that. Kronos, that sounds like something I can get behind. Also, like the dropped frames here are just absolutely fantastic. We got another secret isopod. We're just gonna connect this to our tongue. Oh my god, that is amazing. I love this skin. This is my new favorite skin. Wait, what was a bit concerning? Hold on a second. Hives is kind of amused that during the combat segment of the Starfield gameplay demonstration, they threw out a grenade, then popped out a cover, killed the person they threw the grenade at, and then the grenade blew up. Wait. That... What? Why? Why, though? Hive? That seems like a lot of work to get nothing accomplished. That does seem like a lot of work to get nothing accomplished, right? Like, if you were just gonna kill him anyways, why throw a grenade at him? Starfield is viewed from streets of RPGs. And Cross is okay, but Hive, did it have the best part of any game reveal? Ubisoft player in-game commentary. I don't want anything from Ubisoft. In-game or out of game. Also, I think my PlayStation 4 has just decided that it does not know what to do with Slime Rancher, and is struggling its hardest not to actually explode. Also, I'm totally lost, so, you know, there's that. I wish I knew what happened to that honey slime. I never found any fruit for it, but... Oh, this is the thing that tells us that there's an exit up yonder. Right. Well, if we just go straight, we should be able to get to that teleporter? They chose not to acknowledge that Stalker 2 won't be happening. That sounds kind of rude. Like, shouldn't they let people know something like that? It seems kind of big. That's the opposite direction, Miss Skull. That is not where you need to go. Where do you need to go, though, actually? I am so lost. We are getting close to the 3-hour point, though, so that's probably a good signal that I should be getting my butt back to the ranch and starting to put a bow on things. So let's see if we can't find our way back there. I think this is the right direction. Or... Okay, that's a door. That's not helpful. That is the exact opposite of helpful. Because we do not have a key. Crap. The reason Stalker 2 isn't happening is because there's a war going on in that country currently. I mean, honestly, that seems like a fair reason to cancel a game. Or at least to put a game on hold. Tars, could you just fuck off, though? Terrible things, these tars. Please, game, let me return to my lovely home. I've just gone in a circle. I've gone in a circle because the game hates me. That's okay. It's okay. The devs are from Ukraine. This is true. Even the Summer Game Fest thing that took time to acknowledge that Ukrainian devs are in a terrible state currently. Okay. Like, they did at least make mention of that part, though, right? What is this? What are you? Oh, crumbs! Don't... No, I want the fruit. It's a mint mango. It's lovely. Not in the Xbox showcase. Well, I mean, but it's Xbox. Shoot. No, Disco, that's the opposite direction. That is the opposite direction. You got a home marker right on your screen. You could do this. We're showing you all the games that will be out in the next 12 months, and then no Stalker 2 for obvious reasons. Yeah, Yeah. I mean, that feels like sensible decisions to me. Please, 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 please. Okay, so if we go, we should just be able to go forward, right? Forward should take us out of here. Oh, the music is wonderful. I think I just noticed. They could have at least taken the opportunity to say something. Oh, shit. Is that it? No, Bisco, that's the key door that you saw. Just... Okay. I need to take a bit of a deep breath here. Because I really do want to find my way out of this, this lost world. This Jurassic Park lost world. Okay, I think I need to be on that bridge. I don't think I can shortcut over these mountains. I gotta go. It was a nice lurk. Have a lovely day and take care. Thank you so much, All-Star. I hope that you have a wonderful day as well. Or a wonderful evening, depending on... Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh fuck, oh fuck! Damn it! Well, that was the easy way to get back to the ranch. I mean, we got back to the ranch. No, it's my fault totally. All-Star, don't worry about it. I am more than capable of screwing up on my own. It was fabulous timing though. It was absolutely fabulous timing. I spaced out and came back to a desperate search for an exit, and then a fall. It was very cinematic. It was though. It's the unplanned energy, really, that brings these streams together. Hive says the weirdest thing about Starfield gameplay demo was they put so much care into rendering the wetness and shine in people's eyes, but the faces still look so very Bethesda. That's really weird choices. 3 p.m. here at the moment. So it's still evening, and have a lovely evening yourself. Thank you so much, All-Star. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, and I appreciate you being here tonight. And don't worry about lurking if you just are in a lurk mood, because I 100% get that feeling. Letter from Casey. The van. Haha, it wasn't that bad. You just don't have the fortitude to make it as an artist, I guess. Beatrix LeBeau can climb a mountain before breakfast, but can't spend a few days in a modestly accommodated, breaks down only half the time, vintage touring van. You were so miserable, and I still laugh about it. But I really did appreciate it for those few days. It was great to have you in the crowd. That van still runs, by the way. P.S. That was a lie. The van literally caught on fire while we were driving it. It died like a Viking. I really like this relationship between Beatrix and Casey, but like I'm kind of terrified that it broke up. Quill says I need to see the wet-eyed Oblivion NPCs. Why is everything so wet? So very wet. All right, I'm gonna have a cigarette and wind everything down. We can talk while we're winding things down. Let's see. Things that need to be said. Schedule. Thursday will be Slime Rancher. Friday will be LBP3. I have to do recording for Little Bite Sized Planet tomorrow, which really doesn't affect anybody's lives because that just is something that I do myself. Because I've been putting that off because I've been just in the Isaac hole, which is like the K hole, but a lot more fun, but also a lot more addictive. So that's kind of a problem. But tomorrow, not playing Isaac, gonna be doing recording for my show. Yeah, I think that's about all the big news, I think. I got work tomorrow. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I'm glad to be working, but I don't know that I want to actually work. I don't know how much sense any of that makes, but it's true. Wait. Is this a link leading to wet eyes? Hive? Oh my god, they are extremely wet? These are eyes that Thought Slime could get behind? I can just imagine. Why did they snap a pic of that woman on her saddest day? It's like she just put drops in? Like, what the actual fuck, though? Look, living people don't have eyes this wet. Why? What? Like, I don't know. That's... There was definitely a decision made right there. Seriously, though? And they all look like that. She just saw her family killed and has to go work at the Bethesda Space theme park. Did she see her family killed at the theme park? Because that would loop us back around to Hellfest, which would give us a like we're gonna be leaving on the same note that we came in. Oh wait, I gotta make our cat slimes pretty. That's a thing that needs to be done before we wrap up the stream. They also super animate their faces to overcompensate, I am guessing, for the prior Bethesda games where everybody had a stiff face? Why? Why though? Wait. Wait. Hunter slime? Wait, the cat slimes are not the PtaERs? That's a different slime, they're hunter slimes? That seems amazing, and I love it. I thought that was like a new slime, that was a new dealie for the cat. Okay. I still need to find crystal slimes. I have not found them yet. I watched the trailer and it looks like it's all made out of the finest cardboard and cellophane. Oh my god, so it's like it's a new LBP? Is Bethesda working with Sumo to put out LBP 4? Cause I would hate every minute of that. Actually, that sounds like an awful idea, and I wish that those words had never come out of my mouth because I think I've cursed the world with them. Alright. Over animated face ahoy. I'm gonna take a look at this and then I'm gonna put a bow on things. What the actual fuck is that face? What? Why? What? I hate. It's not even Uncanny Valley. It's just a mess. The faces in Little Nightmares looked more human than this dude's face. Chronos says, if LPP4 happened, I unironically believe it'd be by Japan Studios if they still existed. I'm crying tears over here. shoot. Oh, oh good, I didn't close the stream. The NPCs don't look as good as Outer Worlds characters, and that's from a mid-budget game from a much smaller studio. I don't know if I've really taken a close look at Outer Worlds. How does I'm dead strewn across a path in the lead up to the Uncanny Valley? LBP4 except it's Astro's Playbox. Bethesda. I had all the Bethesda and more that I could ever need from Fallout 3. I don't think I just need to dip my toes into anything more at Bethesda. I'm super happy to just let that company go. Alright though, we are past the 3-hour mark, so that pretty much gets us close to done here. I had a wonderful night as always. It's a lot of fun. It was big chaos biscuit energy, and I appreciate every moment of that. His eyes, brows, nose, and mouth are all being expressive, but not the same expression. Buttons, you're not wrong. You are 100% not wrong about that. It's like, yeah, it's like 4 different people's expressions all crammed onto the same face at the same time. Everyone looks like they're still wearing a wig made by their kid at preschool. Oh, y'all, Spongy Biscuit Chaos. Seriously, though? Very Spongy Biscuit Chaos? And I love it. I love every minute of it. I hope all y'all are drinking your waters. I hope if you've got medications that you're taking or using, depending on the type of medication, you're taking or using them as directed and according to schedules. I hope that you're staying safe. I know that it's been a lot. It continues to be a lot. I would love to have someday in the future, I would love to have a stream where I could wrap up the stream and not have to say that the world has been a lot, but I know that it has, and I just hope that you're all keeping yourselves well and safe and unplugging from things when you need to have some time away from the stress. But Oof, thank you so much for dropping by tonight. It was nice to have you in chat for the first time. And I hope that you join us again. Our next stream will be on Thursday, 8 p.m. GMT plus 9. We'll be doing Slime Rancher again. But that pretty much does it for us here. Disco about. So from me, Disco, here in Tokyo, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you. Arigato. Arigato. Sayonara. See you. And ciao.